Names hold power, they shape our understanding of the world. Think about it, we navigate our lives using names, streets, cities, countries. These names tell a story, they whisper of history, culture, and identity. So when a name changes, it's a big deal. It's like someone's messing with the signposts of our collective memory. And folks, when it comes to messing with things, no one does it quite like former President Donald Trump. Remember those Sharpie-altered hurricane maps? Classic. Now you might be thinking, John, what in the wide world of wacky, waving, inflatable, arm-flailing tube men are you going on about? Well, buckle up, Buttercup, because we're diving headfirst into the Gulf of America. Yes, you heard that right. In 2025, the Gulf of Mexico got a Trumpian makeover. Gone is the name that evokes centuries of history and culture. In its place, we have a name that screams, well, America. This wasn't just some random act of late-night executive order madness, though. No, this was a calculated move by Trump, a man who clearly understands the power of symbols. By renaming the Gulf of Mexico, he sought to cement his vision of American dominance, a vision as subtle as a foghorn in a library. Back in 2017, fresh off his election victory, Trump signed an executive order. This order was a greatest hits compilation of reversing Obama-era policies. Remember Denali, the majestic peak formerly known as Mount McKinley? Yeah, Trump switched it back, but the real head-scratcher, the one that made everyone go, wait, what now, was the renaming of the Gulf of Mexico. This wasn't a gradual change, a slow drip of propaganda. This was a full-on tidal wave of Trumpian branding. One day, it was the Gulf of Mexico. The next, bam, the Gulf of America. Because, nothing says greatness like renaming a body of water that already has a perfectly good name. Critics, on the other hand, saw it as a blatant attempt to rewrite history, to erase the cultural heritage of Mexico and other countries bordering the Gulf. They pointed out the absurdity of renaming a geographical feature after a country that, newsflash, already has a gulf named after it. Now you might be wondering where Google fits into all of this. Well, as the world's go-to mapmaker, Google found itself in a bit of a pickle. See, Google has this policy about name changes. They generally follow the lead of official government sources. So when the U.S. Board on Geographic Names, BGN, officially recognizes a name change, Google updates its maps accordingly. That's how Mount McKinley became Denali back in 2015, after the Obama administration made the switch. But here's the rub. The BGN never officially recognized Gulf of America. Nope, that was pure Trumpian fiat. So what's a map-making giant to do? Well, Google tried to play it safe, at least initially. They adopted a two names, one Gulf approach. Users in the US saw Gulf of America, while users in Mexico saw Golfo de Mexico. Everyone else got a delightful double whammy of both names just in case they were feeling indecisive. This geographical schizophrenia didn't last long though. The pressure was on, and Google, like so many others before it, succumbed to the Trumpian vortex. Soon Gulf of America became the default name for all users, regardless of location. It was a victory for Trump, a testament to his enduring ability to bend reality to his will, at least in the digital realm. The renaming of the Gulf of Mexico wasn't just some isolated incident, a cartographic curiosity. Oh no, it had real-world consequences. The FAA, ever the stickler for accuracy, dutifully updated its charts and databases to reflect the new name. The U.S. Coast Guard, tasked with patrolling this newly christened body of water, started using Gulf of America in its official communications. It was as if the name change had seeped into the very fabric of government bureaucracy. But the ripples didn't stop there. Google, in its infinite wisdom, decided to make some changes to its calendar app too. Now, I'm not saying these changes were directly related to the Gulf of America debacle, but the timing was certainly suspicious. Users noticed that events like Pride Month and Black History Month were no longer prominently displayed. Google, in a masterpiece of corporate doublespeak, claimed this was due to user feedback. They said they were simply reverting to a more neutral calendar, one that only displayed public holidays and national observances. Now, I'm not a conspiracy theorist, but it's hard not to see a pattern here. First, the Gulf of Mexico gets a Trumpian makeover, then Google Calendar gets a little less inclusive. Coincidence? I think not. It's all part of a larger trend, a slow but steady erosion of diversity and inclusion. And who knows what's next? Will the Statue of Liberty get a fresh coat of orange paint? Will the national anthem be replaced with, "You can't always get what you want, only time will tell"? But one thing's for sure, in the age of Trump, no name, no place, and no event is safe from the whims of a man who seems determined to leave his mark on the world, one Sharpie-scrawled name change at a time.